Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. So, just give you an idea what I'm dealing with here while I'm standing here. How's everybody doing? Today is Tuesday, August 21st, 2018. Hey, out of there. And there goes Caesar, and Pandora just went that way as well. Have! So, anyway, overcast, rainy day today. Getting some few sprinkles right now while we're doing the video, but nothing too bad. I can't even move, to be honest with you guys, right now because of that's what I got on me. So I'm going to stand here and do the video. So we've only pulled in 2.7 kilowatt hours today. So, but you know, it's been, like I said, raining off and on most of the day. But that's was the forecast, so you know, we deal with it. Anyway, so before I get into the topic of the video, I want to mention it real quick again. Like I said, the Legacy sale is going on right now. 40% off on those two items that I'm going to tell you about, the 60 meal bucket, breakfast, lunch, and dinner bucket. And so that's been reduced to by 40%. And the 360 meal bucket has also been reduced by 40%. So real good savings on both of those right now. And if you want to check that out, go over to my website at preppernurse1.com. and check it out there. The link will be down here below. You'll see it. It's like on the first line is the link. So go check that out. You'll see them. The prices have already been reduced. So when you go onto the thing, you'll see that those prices are lower than anything else. And it'll explain it right on, you know, on the website what they are. So that is that. And there's Miss Heather. Heather, say hello.
Hello.
Heather, would you unkitten me so that I may walk around?
I don't know. Do you deserve that?
I do. Hey, Caesar, be nice. Well, Caesar was helping.
Good for him. Come on, baby. There you go.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I want to talk about the topic of today's video. We have a hunger strike, supposedly peaceful hunger strike, going on right now in at least 17 states in the prison. They want prison reform, and they're protesting what they call modern-day slavery. And so that is, you know, there's this hunger, not a hunger strike, but they're doing a generalized strike. Some of them are doing a hunger strike, but basically they're refusing to go to their jobs and do their jobs that they normally do and those type of things, even though there will be repercussions from the prison system for that. But 17 different states are involved in that. So what does it mean, basically? What are they protesting for, and what do they want? Well, they're basically saying they're protesting because they're calling the prison system modern-day slavery, and they're also inhumane conditions, and that they're not being paid enough for the work that they're doing. Okay, so I'm going to give you my opinion on it here in a second. I definitely want to hear what your guys' opinion of that is. What you guys think of the not, like I said, some of them are doing a hunger strike, but it's a generalized strike for 2 weeks where they're refusing to go to work and do anything, their normal jobs and that type of thing. Like I said, they're protesting. So they want better living conditions, they want more pay for inmates, and another thing they were talking about, life in prison without the possibility of parole is also inhumane according to them. Now, okay, so here's my take on it. Now, not everybody in prison is rightfully convicted. I will say that to begin with. So, but let's say 10% of the people in prison have been wrongly convicted. That still means that 90% of the people in prisons are there because they've committed a crime. Okay? So that being said, they lost their right because they broke the law, as far as I'm concerned. They have no rights. They're not entitled to anything. I recently had somebody say to me, okay, that had been incarcerated recently, and they're looking at doing, it was an assault charge on this person. It was a woman, and she just did 27 days in the county jail, and she's looking at maybe doing another year. 1 to 3 years, I think, is what she's looking at. What she told me was this, and this is just the mindset of this blows me away. But what she said was, well, jail wasn't that bad. You got 3 hots and a cot. You got cable television, and there's people to talk to. Now, I'm sorry, but you know what? Jail is supposed to be a punishment. You've broken the law. You've done wrong. You've got to be punished. A lot of people in prisons are very remorseless. They go into prisons, and don't get me wrong, and I'm not talking about the guy that got, you know, half a pound of weed or a pound of weed. To me, it's like that's a whole different kettle of fish. We're not even going to get into the semantics of that. I'm talking about what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people, your rapists, your, you know, cold-blooded murderers that killed their wife or killed their husband because they just wanted out of the marriage. I'm talking about your pedophiles, you know, those type of people, your firebugs, your arsonists, you know, those type of people that don't care about anybody else and just want to satisfy their own needs. All right, I could give a crap less about those type of people, and I'm being 100% honest. You know, especially, and I know you guys have heard me talk about this before, especially pedophiles. Rapists are right up there close to pedophiles too, just so you know, in my opinion. There is one cure and one cure only for those type of people. And I think that's what we should be bringing back. You know, you are in prison. It's supposed to be hard time. It's not, you know, you get to work out in the exercise yard with the weights and get to watch your cable television and have your nice comfortable bed. Not that it probably is not that comfortable, I'm sure it's not. But you know what I mean. A lot of people, prison is better than being on the outside, which is truly sad, to be honest with you. Oh, another thing this person told me was, oh yeah, I don't have any bills. So, I'm sorry, but you know what? You broke the law. And if anything, if you're making money, that should be going towards some form of restitution towards the victims, realistically. Now, okay, you want to earn an honest living or honest wage? You know what? Don't break the law. How about that? Go get a real job. But, you know, so many of these people, they, you know, there's a lot of drug addiction going on as well in a lot of the prison systems, because a lot of the people that are going to prison are going there because of, you know, stealing and stuff like that because of their addiction. So, you know, you're entitled to nothing, in my opinion. They shouldn't have TV. They shouldn't have TV at all. You know, I would make them freaking work, and you know, and not get paid. You know, why should you get paid? You know, it's, I don't know. It's, what's that? Yeah, they're still humans, but you know what? The lower risk prisoners, the ones, okay, so Heather's like, you know, they're still human beings. Okay, a lot of them are, and again, I'm going to separate the class of these people, okay, that are in prisons. If somebody's in there for, you know, like a marijuana conviction or something like that, you know, that's one thing. I mean, but I'm talking about the dredge of society, the scumbags of scumbags that kill people just because they can, that are your serial killers that go out there and they kill women or they kill children because that's how they get their freaking jollies. You know, first of all, those people shouldn't be in prison at all. I'll say that right away, because they should be dead. They should execute those freaking people. If you have undeniable DNA, 100% proof that this is what has happened. Like there's a colonel, ex-colonel that was in Canada, and I know my Canadian subscribers will know what I'm talking about, who was very, very high up in the Canadian command, as far as, you know, he was a pilot and stuff like that. Well, he was a rapist, and he would go in and steal their panties and every freaking thing else, and plus he killed a couple of people. He shouldn't be feeding him forever. He should be dead. Period. That's it. You know? You kill little kids. You rape little kids. Heather, get them out of that garbage over there. Hey! Sorry, you're on the camera ahead of time. Yeah, they just came. So, anyway, those people, I'm sorry, there's no reform for those people. That's my opinion on that, okay? Now, if, you know, you're serving a sentence, you're serving a punishment if you're in prison, you shouldn't have extra luxuries. Now, I get the whole thing of giving them a small amount of a pay so that they can get commissary or whatever and stuff like that, and I get that, okay? But I mean, man, it's just, your harder core criminals, I have zero empathy for them guys. I just don't. I just really, truly don't. Now, like I said, for somebody that's been wrongly convicted, if there's, like I said, we have the DNA now. If there's DNA proof that this person raped this lady and killed her or whatever like that, there's only should be one punishment for that, and that should be death. That is my opinion. You don't have to agree with that, and that's fine. I definitely want to hear your guys' feedback in the comments on this topic, because I'm sure it's going to be a hotbed topic, because, you know, I'm going to get people who are like, you know, all criminals are not bad. And I'm not saying that all criminals are bad. You know, if you got caught with some marijuana and it was like your third strike because maybe you had a shoplifting or something else, and you're in prison forever for that, now that's not right. I don't believe that that's right at all. But the thing is, if you have a record as long as my arm, and you've, you know, robbery, assault, all those type of things over and over and over again, and you haven't changed your ways, well, you know what? You're supposed to be doing hard time. You don't get to exercise. You don't get to watch TV, you know, and you should be working. I mean, I don't care if you're picking up garbage along the side of the road. But, you know, it's just, our society is a joke. And the thing is, and I know that the prison system is set up, and people are getting absolutely rich off of it, okay? That I also know. And that is not right either, okay? It's just not. But, you know, to fix what's broken, it would be very, very difficult. And, you know, it's entrenched in place, and there's really not a whole lot that we can do. I mean, there really isn't. So, but anyway, I definitely want to hear your feedback on this. I want to hear what you think of the 2-week strike that started today, the 21st of September, and I think it's going through August 9th is what they said. So I want to hear what you guys, or is it August 9th or August 7th? One of the two. Anyway, whatever it is, it's a 2-week strike, and they're refusing to go to work. Some of them are doing a hunger strike, you know, to protest the conditions in prison. So I definitely want to hear what you guys have to think. Do you think that it's justified? Do you think that they should give these people more leeway? Or, you know, should they, you know, be treated harsh as they are or worse than they are? I definitely want to hear your feedback, okay? I really, truly do, because, you know, and here's the thing is, guys, I realize some people make mistakes, and it happens, okay? But not all those people in prisons are innocent of what they've done. They're just not. And so, you know, they need to suffer for those consequences. Especially, like I said, for me, pedophiles and rapists, why waste your time? Why waste your time? Why feed them forever? That's an absolute waste. And you know what the worst part is? Pedophiles get the lightest sentences, and they're right back out on the street doing the same exact thing that they've always done. Why? Why do we got all these pieces of garbage running around here? Not, you know, and then they have, the, you know, they have to now, like in New York State, you know, and I think it's pretty much all over, they have to register as a sex offender, and if they move, they have to tell, you know, like the parole people and stuff like that. But, you know, maybe your neighbor doesn't know, you know, and I'll tell you what, if I had a sex offender up here, they'd be moving. I guarantee they'd be moving. They're not staying around here because they wouldn't be welcome. And they just, I don't know. My own opinion, but that's it. So anyway, guys, listen. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope your weeks are going well. I'm happy to have my children back home, and it's nice, and they're like all up the animals. And hey, out of there. See, hey, Pandora, what did I just say? So see, here's my babies. Anyway, guys, remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And I know this is going to be a hotbed topic, so, you know, like I said, I value everybody's opinion. Please put your opinion down. Let me know what you think. And remember STD, guys. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that can stop you from getting there is yourself, okay? So I definitely want to hear your feedback. This is going to be an interesting topic. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.